Hello, everybody. Glad to have the chance. Let's address this thing maturely. Um, we have certain communities in Kenya that have ancestry elsewhere, or some who actually have ancestry here, but we call them Kenyans. We've got the Asian community, and as per what Moi said, those are the Hindi tribe, those are the Pakistani tribe, and we treat them as Kenyans. They're Kenyans, 100%. There's no doubt, there's no one who's ever going to question that. So the people who are born, bred, or naturalized in Mandera, Wajir, Busia, or any other bordering country, that county in Kenya, we call them Kenyans. There's nothing like that. If you just happen to share a name with a country, your tribe shares a name with a country, does not mean you belong in Somali. You're a Kushite of ethnicity of Somali, but indeed you are Kenyan. So we're not turning against that. And who told Ruto that other than the politicians, Somali Kenyans want strangers to come to their land and share their resources? There's very little resources. So you expect a stranger to come and share with you. Do you know the distance between the towns in Mandera and the ones in Somali? Very far. So unlike what you see in Uganda, where the relatives across the border, in Somalia is very different. That's what you hear about, what you hear from Guru, where you're hearing, the accents are different. They speak differently. So who says that the people from Mandera and Wajir want Al-Shabaab to start causing problems in their homes? Wachana na watu wenye wako Nairobi. The people in Nairobi do not know what they're saying. And they have allowed their city to be overrun by wash money and foreigners. We're talking about counties that are vulnerable, that need help, as Ayaga is saying. They need help. And they need proper facilities and faster facilities to be vetted. If vetting is the issue, build more Huduma centers there, give them more resources to make the process less painful for them. Don't say that you're going to let the vetting process be to loosen it up. We want, hata mimi nataka, when I have my children, I want them to be vetted. Nataka chief aniulize baba yako ni nani, like every other Kenyan. Who is your father? Who is your mother? Where is your birth certificate? Prove it that you're Kenyan. If it indeed is difficult out there, tell us the problems as to why. And I just know most probably due to corruption, there's less resources. There's less resources for that vetting to be done properly. So I agree with Mr. Natembeya, who was the former Rift Valley commissioner. He knows about security. He's dealt with security matters. So he's actually the right person to speak like that. So, Mr. Ayaga, I understand what you're saying, but you're mixing up the problems. You're absolutely mixing them up. If indeed they are mistreated out there, let us come with a solution. Again, they have what do you call it? They have elected representatives from Northeastern that go there to service their stomachs rather than bringing this up in parliament. These things should have been brought up in parliament. And then they'll say, look, us as the people of Northeastern, we're having issues with getting IDs. It is debated. We then send a budget to the budget. It's put in our finance bill. You see, these are the sort of things that should be put in the finance bill. Finance bill anasema, okay, we have areas in Kenya that We have lack of ideas, and this problem is also happening in Nairobi. Can we fix the issue as a nation? Because it's not only people from up there that have issues with this. So Ruto ache kutufanyia mchezo hapa, and Ayaga, stop being blinded by romanticizing the whole issue. Hii ni kitu hapo, you want to bring a point that is pointless. We know they have problems. We know that. But it's a leadership problem. Where man, ama unataka kusikia siku moja vice president ama deputy president Duale, is that what you're waiting for? Because that is the deal that Duale is getting with Ruto. Ruto is a very transactional person. And the more and more he does these desperate moves, every Kenyan can see him like an open book. Tunaona tu, tunaangalia. Even before the news, before Citizen, the newspapers write these stories, Kenyans are already writing these things on WhatsApp. This was day one in Mandera. This was day one in Mandera. Kenyans were doing this on X and WhatsApp. They already knew what he was playing because the people of Western rejected him. The people of Western said, no, you're not coming here. Wanaitanga mlima 2.0 kwa sababu unajua kuna mlima ingine inaitwa Mount Elgon, huko ni kubwa pia. So nasikia huko kwa kina Bernard ni mlima pia. So anataka kusubstitute mlima moja na aende aweke ingine. So we saw it. We saw it. And as Mama Selina said here, I think in terms of Kalonzo, Uhuru, and Raila meeting, this is a matter of national security. Can you get your troops to start doing the Lord's work now that the courts have given you permission to act right? Even after they wametukosea, but now, yeah, you know, sometimes when you don't look a gift horse, ODM, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. This is a chance, Bernard. Hii ni chance hata bila kwenda kwa street. We don't need to go to the street. This is a chance to push an impeachment motion in parliament. Because right now, with a majority, you can kick Wetangula out, because that is the job of the legislation, to pick the speaker, kick him out, get a good speaker, kick the majority leader. Now you have a new one. Hata kama ni Junet, mimi sipendangi Junet, patia Junet hiyo kazi, so that we can impeach Ruto. This is the right time. There's no other time. You know, Ayaga, you have representatives in Migori County. You have MPs in Migori County. Can you tell them to do the right thing? Can you go speak to your chief? Can you go speak to your MCA? Wafanye hiyo kitu mzuri, because that is their job. Na kwanza, how can somebody do something like that without speaking to his boss? Ajaongea na Bernard, ajaongea na Mama Selina, ajaongea na Msimamo, ajaongea na Guru, ajaongea na Tuni. Tuni is from Northeastern. Ajaongea na to ask. Ruto walks around in that car of his, and he has what we call brain farts. He thinks of something, anasema tu. He just says it, and he thinks it's the most brilliant idea. It's not. This man is going to take every day. Tunakuanga embarrassed now. Raila's bid for AUC is under big risk because of this idiot. Because these national leaders don't see Raila, they don't see Ruto as different. They see Kenya. So the mayhem is causing in DRC, South Africa, labda watakataa mzee. Francophone countries, because they are in solidarity with the DRC, watakataa Raila. And you don't understand the wrath of people. Huo mzee akikatazwa hiyo kiti Ruto, ngoja utaona. You'll see. You'll see. And this is just because anything Ruto touches. Unajua there's a story about that king who anything he touches turns to gold. Ruto, Bernard, forgive me. Anything Ruto touches turns to shit. That's the unfortunate thing. I'll stop there for now, but thank you for the opportunity, Bernard.